Today I want to talk about the importance of data, specifically economic numbers that our country uses to explain the health of the economy. I'm Gil Allensworth, Senior Wealth Advisor, CEO, and founder of T. Olive Capital. If you have been paying attention to the news, you have undoubtedly heard that President Trump fired Bureau of Labor Statistics Commissioner Erika McEntarfer. The Bureau of Labor Statistics, or BLS, as it is more commonly known, employs over 2,000 federal employees who work together to deliver statistical clarity about the United States workforce, including unemployment data, the core price index, better known as CPI, and many other reports that reveal how the U.S. economy is performing. The president fired the commissioner after the BLS announced two major downward revisions to the May and June unemployment numbers. The revisions continued a recent trend of the BLS revising their unemployment data in a downward direction. This means that the BLS has reported unemployment data that initially appears positive, but then after revision doesn't look quite as good. On Friday, August 1st, the BLS revised the May unemployment data from 144,000 jobs created that month down to 19,000. Also on that same day, the BLS revised the June unemployment data from 147,000 jobs created down to 14,000. Now, a fair question to ask is, why is this significant? Does it even matter? The significance of these reported numbers and the revisions is because the BLS is the agency that gathers much of the data used by the United States Federal Reserve's Federal Open Market Committee, the FOMC, to determine U.S. interest rates and monetary policy. The recent downward revisions led to world-renowned economist Jeremy Siegel to say on CNBC that he believes that the FOMC would have lowered interest rates if they knew that the labor force was not as strong as the BLS reports led us to believe. This is not the first time that the BLS has been questioned recently. Then Senator Marco Rubio called out the Bureau in October of 2024, tweeting, quote, 16 of the last 19 job numbers have been revised down afterwards, unquote. Now, Senator Rubio continued, citing a CNN story, quote, just in March, they, the BLS, had to admit they overstated job numbers by over 800,000, unquote. Now, this led to then President Biden to respond from the White House.
Florida Senator Marco Rubio described today's jobs report as having fake numbers. What do you make of that, and how worried are you that many Americans are hearing that the jobs numbers aren't real?
Well, look, I'm going to be very careful here. If you notice, anything the MAGA Republicans don't like, they call fake. Anything. The job numbers are what the job numbers are. They're real.
I believe that no one should hold the Bureau of Labor Statistics' feet to the fire over the numbers that were released during COVID. But digging into the numbers a little deeper reveals a head-scratcher. Excluding COVID, going back over 300 months to the start of the millennium, the BLS has negatively revised unemployment data by 100,000 or more jobs just 10 times. 3 of these revisions have happened in the last 17 months. Now, Senator Elizabeth Warren took to CNBC on August 4th and said, quote, the United States data collection in the economic range is the best in the world. We are the gold standard, unquote. I do not know if a replacement commissioner at the Bureau of Labor Statistics was necessary, but I am certain that in the private sector, business leaders would seriously question whoever was collecting data that needed to be continuously revised, primarily in one direction. T. Olive Capital is an independent, full-service wealth management firm. If you are planning for your financial future or just wanting to live your best life now, please click on a link or give us a call. For more videos and information, please visit www.tolivecapital.com. At T. Olive Capital, our clients are confident. Be confident.